I'm Mark Gilliard, and this is your new favorite song here on AIM Country Music Television. My guest today is Stickttight Akins. He's a member of the Country Music Association, the Academy of Country Music, and International Singer-Songwriter Association. He's won awards as a songwriter, as Entertainer of the Year, and even his videos have won awards from various sources. In addition to his own shows, he's opened for the likes of David Frizzell, Tom Wopat, Roy Jennings, and more. He was christened Stickttight as a child by none other than country music superstar John Michael Montgomery. It stuck. Well, if John Michael Montgomery nicknamed me, it would definitely be the name I use. Sticktight's here today to talk about his new release, Hammonds Creek Road. Let's welcome him to the program right now to talk about what might just be your new favorite song. Welcome to the show, Stickttight.
Hey, thanks for having me, sir. Glad to be here.
You're welcome. It's really nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Let's open up with, you're a member of the Country Music Association, the Academy of
Yes,
Country
sir.
Music, the International Singer-Songwriter Association. You've
Yes, sir.
won multiple singer-songwriter, entertainer, and video awards from various organizations. So you're obviously not new to the music business, but you are new to us. I'd love it to just put the spotlight on you and get the whole Stickttight Akins autobiography.
God's been very good to me. I'm blessed. I've been in music for a long time, but my independent career really started to kick off about 5 years ago when I started putting my own original material out there. And it's been a roller coaster ride, and it's been, learned a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of triumphs too. And I'm grateful for it and grateful to be here at AIM Country.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I think it's a pretty interesting story how you got the nickname Stickttight, and especially interesting as to the fellow that started it. Why don't you tell us a little bit of that story before we go any farther?
Sure thing. The condensed version. My dad was a game warden and turkey taxidermist for 25 years simultaneously, and within those two businesses, he met a lot of celebrities and artists. One of them being John Michael Montgomery. Became friends with him. So I was about 2 or 3 years old. We was hanging out at his farm in Springfield, Kentucky, and I was doing what a country kid does, Mark. I was out playing around in the woods. I got caught up in a stick-tight patch, and they were all over me. So stick-tights, they're not the burrs. They're the little, almost triangular patches that stick to you when you walk out in the woods. They're hard to get off. I was caked head to toe in them. And Mom said, "Oh, my Lord." And John thought it was the funniest thing and said, "Boy, we're going to have to start calling you Stick-tight." So Stick-tight stuck. Before I got into music, I was big into motocross racing, four-wheeler racing. So Stick-tight was on the jerseys and on the four-wheelers, and now they're on the guitars and the music now. So it's all because of Mr. Montgomery.
That's awesome. I had to look it up to figure out what it was because I had no idea what that actually meant. And
Some people call them hitchhikers too. So I guess depending on what part of the country you're from is what you call them. And you'd be surprised how many stories I've heard that how I've gotten the nickname. People make up their own stories, and I just sit back and laugh. I'm like, whatever makes you sleep at night.
we'll get the real one out there.
Yeah, this is the real one. So
Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, I had looked it up to find out what it was, and then I thought it was just hilarious that it's named after that. That's just the best.
hey, it's stuck. It's so stick tight stuck. So
Yeah,
I'm happy with it.
exactly. Well, you sound like you've only thing you've ever done is sing and play guitar. But if I understand it correctly, your debut album, The Beginning, was just released in 2022. That makes this pretty early in your music career. I'd like to drill down for the primary reason you've been so successful so quickly. Luck contributes always, only goes so far. And then it comes down to the talent, charisma, and to me the ability to connect with a song from that tiny little car speaker. What do you think? What do you think has been your biggest contributor to be as much in the spotlight as you are already?
Definitely, definitely having the Lord on my side. Jesus Christ, I'm a firm believer in that. And I don't ever necessarily pray for success. My daily prayer is to help me serve others the way that you would see fit, and to help my music reach people and hopefully help people. And by the grace of God, we've gotten several comments and feedback from fans how some of our songs have helped them through hard times. And to me, that's the biggest achievement. And I'm grateful for awards and recognition. It's a great thing, but connecting with fans has been the overall biggest achievement. I think I steered away from your question, but um, just having faith and I think Kid Rock made a quote one time. He said, "Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated." So finding my audience and just working my butt off, and trying to produce as much as I can for people who enjoy it.
Well, and for me, I think you did answer the question directly because to me, listening to your catalog, I think it is that ability to connect in in a situation where you're not standing in front of somebody. When you write a song and it plays on the radio, and that's the only place you've heard of the person, and you connect
Right.
there. That to me is that sort of that special sauce that I think I see in you.
Thank you, sir. And to add on to that, taking me out of the equation, but any artist that can do that, I think it's magical. It
Yes,
really
yeah.
is. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. Uh, when you're writing a song, do you start it with the melody or the lyric, the concept? What gets you started on a new one?
My ADD goes all over the place. So it's a combination of both. Sometimes I'll be driving down the road and a melody will come to my head and I'll hum it, whatever, and then I'll have to pull over and either voice record it. And when that happens, I'm just mumbling gibberish words, whatever happens. I was like, okay, well, I'll put something to make sense to it later. Um, that'll happen, or I'll come up with a guitar riff and record that. And I was like, oh, that'll be cool. And then sometimes just inspiration hits. And I've had moments where it would take me a few days to write a song. And then I've had moments where it would take me like 20 minutes to write a song. But just whatever inspiration hits at that time. So again, my ADD puts me all over the place. Sometimes it all just comes right then and there. Sometimes it starts with a lyric, a concept, or a hook. And sometimes it just starts with a melody and music. So whatever works in that particular moment.
Right, right. What do you think are your favorites? Do you think your favorites are the ones that just drop in your lap out of the blue, or the ones you have to work for?
Oh, um, you know, it, a broad answer incoming, but every one of them is special in their own unique way. Whether it be like from a personal experience to try to help others cope, or maybe, hey, these people have been through the same kind of idea, concept. It's just from my perspective. Or, and then some fun ones that just come as sporadically. That's the fun ones that just, it just depends on what the audience gravitates towards, really. But I find special in both of them in different ways.
Right. Oh, I've watched some YouTube videos of you performing. Looks like you got a pretty tight band, and it looks like you guys all have a really good time with an audience.
Thank you, sir. We have a blast. That's the thing. We want to put on a good, entertaining show and make the audience feel connected as a third part of it too. I think it makes it a little bit more special.
Yeah, yeah. So, how would you describe your music to somebody who hasn't heard it before? Just to get them enticed to give it a shot.
It's country with a rock edge. I'm all about originality, but I was very, very much influenced by Waylon Jennings and Leonard Skinner. They're my top two influences. So I'd say, it would definitely be like a mash between the two, where rock meets outlaw country sort of thing. So it that's where my influences come from, with a little bit of a bluesy feel from time to time in some songs as well.
Right. I think some of that comes with being a guitar player. Blues just creeps into everybody that plays some guitar.
Almost definitely. If it doesn't, then either you don't have feel or you need to do more studying, I think. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
If
sir.
you were to digest all that down to describe your music in 3 words, what would those words be?
High energy, fun, I would say.
Well done. I would agree with that completely.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, what do you like to listen to other than your own songs? Your guilty pleasure.
My guilty pleasure is all over the place, but my believe it or not, like I'll get on these kicks. I want to listen to Johnny Horton. like back in the 50s and 60s. I'll get on a Johnny Horton kick and want to listen to Sink the Bismarck or 1814 or some of his other stuff, and and then I'll get on a Gordon Lightfoot kick, and then after that, it's a mix between country and some 80s rock. It's truly all over the place.
I think you're back to ADD there.
It's working, man. It's working.
There you go. It's running all the time.
That's right. It does. It's a blessing and sometimes a curse, but it's a beautiful curse. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. You're here today to talk about your latest release, Hammonds Creek Road. I
Yes,
looked
sir.
it up. It's a real road. It looks like it could be fun for a little scenic drive. And it
Yes,
looks
sir.
like it might be close to your roots. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the story behind the song before we play the video?
Absolutely. Hammonds Creek Road is the song itself is all based on true events that happened in real life way, way, way back in the day. So it's based on two characters, loosely based on two characters conjoined together. My great granddad and my great uncle. My great granddad was a moonshiner back in his heyday, and so Hammonds Creek Road is a real road in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, that all my family on my dad's side grew up on. So this song itself is based on his story, essentially, and a little bit of tribute and dedication to the Akins family legacy. And I wanted to do something special. And Eternal Player Productions, the crew that I've been working with for about a year now, they are absolutely amazing. They helped put this music video together. We worked great together, and they brought my vision to life, and it was so much fun working with them.
Yeah, the video, it looks as professional as you see. It's done really well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'd love to play it for the audience now. Is that good with you?
Please do. Let's do it.
Great. You're watching Sticktight's video for Hammonds Creek Road here on AIM Country Music Television.
Vengeance and a gun you can feel and hear in the air. Buckshot through a no-gate sign that says trespassers beware. All the stories and secrets it holds will chill you to the bone. If you're running at night, you better think twice about going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road. Was an old man that made moonshine back in the day. Never harmed anybody and didn't have much to say. You treat him right, he'll serve you up with the best liquor around. You cross him once, it's all it'll take for him to put you where you won't be found. Put you where you won't be found, yeah. Vengeance and a gun you can feel and hear in the air. Buckshot through a no-gate sign that says trespassers beware. All the stories and secrets it holds will chill you to the bone. If you're running at night, you better think twice about going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road. Daughter came home one night with a bruise around her eye. She was running from that old boy and he wasn't too far behind. There's things in this world you don't do, and he learned without a doubt. That night he went down Hammonds Creek, but he never made it out. He never made it out, no. Vengeance and a gun you can feel and hear in the air. Buckshot through a no-gate sign that says trespassers beware. All the stories and secrets it holds will chill you to the bone. If you're running at night, you better think twice about going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road. Running the night, you better think twice about going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road.
I really like it. It sounds a little bit Cajun, a little Southern, maybe even swamp rock, but from the heart of the bluegrass state.
Well, thank you, sir. That's definitely what we was aiming for. I wanted to make it spooky. You know, I told the guys, I said, let's make it scary without being scary, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but
yeah. You expect it to be scary at any moment.
For sure, for sure. And you know, so a little bit more background on this. The gentleman that played the old moonshiner is my father, and yes, sir. So when we were casting for this role, it was inevitable that he play it because this is part, like I said, our family legacy. It was about his granddad, my great granddad. And shout out to my dad. He's a big supporter, loving, and he supports this wild ride that I'm on. And he's a bus driver and the #1 roadie, so he'll take us to shows. But recently, someone who I admire very much told me, said, do as much stuff with your dad as you can, because you never know when tomorrow will be the last. And this person was going through grieving themselves, losing their dad. And that meant a lot to me for them to have the courage to say that. So every waking moment, I try to include dad on something. We got a special bond. We're more like brothers instead of father and son. So this video was super special to have him in.
Well, it is so special, like a year from now, 2 years from now. It's so special to have your family involved in stuff like that anyway. It's just
Yes,
a memory
sir.
for both of you that's just going to be there forever.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I agree.
So what should the fans expect from you next?
We are currently filming another music video for a song that we're going to have coming out very soon. It's going to be entitled Rebel Heart. And this song was written by my bass player. And he said, well, I got this song I wrote. He said, I want you to tell me what you think. I said, I dig that, man. Would you mind if I cut it? He said, I'd be honored. So we're in the middle of that's going to be our next single release. And on top of that, we have an album that has 16 songs on it that we'll be releasing probably at the beginning sometime in 2026. So we're super excited about that. So Hammonds Creek Road is going to be on this album, and the next 2 singles we release is going to be on that album as well.
Well, that's awesome. You'll have to get back over here and talk to us about them.
I would love that. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
We'd love to have you anytime.
Oh man, that's great, man. You're a cool dude too yourself. You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done one on occasion. Yeah. Well, let's
There
bring it
you
in for a
go.
landing. Please just tell us where to find you online, on stage, and where we can buy or listen to all your music.
Absolutely. So sticktightmusic.com is where you can keep up with us, where we're going to be on tour. We have an online merchandise store there. You can search up Stickttight on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, all the streaming platforms. We are there. So be sure to check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on TikTok, X. We're out there and all the social media platforms. So we would greatly appreciate a follow and all your support.
Fantastic. Well, this has really been fun. So thanks a whole bunch for coming on the show today, Stickttight.
Thank you very much, Mark, and AIM Country. We appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Stickttight Akins. So, what do you guys think? Is Hammonds Creek Road going to be your new favorite song? This has been Mark Gilliatt for AIM Country Music Television. Thanks for watching.
tonight, you better think twice about going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road. Going down Hammonds Creek Road.